Hello, everyone. Welcome to Heartlines. This is our space where we discuss everything relationship and love. Shay, you're making me smile. And my name is Franca. With me on the show today is Shay. Shay, I don't want to add your list on me again.
Finish. People
Is
refer to
it?
me
Is
as
it?
Mr. Ilisomi.
Sorry, not best.
Good evening, everyone.
The guy, the guy,
It's
the
good
guy,
to be on the
the
show.
guy is humble.
It's good to be on the
And I
show.
have my paddy of life, Sajo. Sajo, how are we? Sajo, are you
We're
here?
good. Good
Ha.
evening.
Happy New Year, Sergio.
You
It's
see the
good to
threat.
hear from
You see the threat when Sajo threatened me today. I seen,
Did
and he like to do wicked
Did you hear
things.
me?
We heard you, Sajo.
Okay, good. So I can disconnect the other devices.
Okay, yeah, we heard you. Sajo, how are you?
I'm good.
Okay, that's nice. So today, I'm with guys, and we're discussing love, choosing healthy love in a society that glamorizes drama. Sajo, I don't understand that conversation. What do you think about healthy love and the drama that's being glamorized everywhere?
Healthy love.
I actually
I
want
do
to know
not
what.
think I do not think any right-thinking human being would rather pick drama over healthy love if they truly understand the meaning of healthy love.
Okay.
So, first and foremost, it is only natural. I mean, whatever whatever natural means in Nigeria these days, it's only
Okay.
normal to pick healthy love, healthy relationship over drama.
Okay.
So I mean, it's a straight answer. Yeah, pick healthy love over drama.
Okay, but I
Except
think
if you
so.
want us to go further into defining what healthy love is.
Yeah, but
I
so
think we
I
leave
feel,
that to
yeah.
Mr.
So
Alesami.
this one here is not ready to
Sergio.
define anything.
Sergio, I offend you.
Sajo don't see something. You know this guy a sharp
Not
guy.
really, just
Sajo
that I
don't
have
see
not seen you
something.
this year.
Yes, actually. I was going to ask that. Last year, you promised me a bottle of something
Ah,
for the new year. And I'm here. I've not received anything, Sergio.
No,
Is
I
this.
did.
Eh.
I'm aging. Try to remind us all those things. With age, we tend to forget a lot these days.
no.
Franca, you have two of my bottles of something, right? You can give him half.
Mhm.
So I can open it.
I'll take that.
No, just let him hug it and you return it.
Okay, no problem.
Mhm.
No problem.
So I'm holding you to it.
Okay. So really, I see everywhere on social media, you see couples everywhere dramatizing everything that's about their relationship, making it a public affair. And I think a lot of people now think that that's the norm,
Mhm.
you know. So I don't even think anybody understands what healthy love is anymore. I think so. So I don't know because you see people and what is out there now seems to be the norm. You want to bring your issues out there. Social media is what is, happening. It's working for some people. I honestly don't know whether it's working for some people. And there was a time where they used to say that when you see people cuddling, all those people that are always showing their affection in
PDA.
public,
Mhm.
public affection, and those are the ones that are having problems at home. So, but Shay, you are in that space because I know you have a lot of celebrity friends. Why you?
I know I'm
uh
listening.
So
I'm
I know you're in that
focused.
space, and because I know you deal with all them celebrating and all celebrities and all. So how that drama does it affect you? How do you take it?
So that's the thing, right? I feel generally
Hmm?
what you see most times are the things that are wrong.
Okay.
Be it social media, be it the public space, be it even mainstream media, all the things you see are things that are not good. The people that are really doing well, which low key I feel they are more than the people that are not doing well. You hardly see them outside. You hardly see them make any noise about it. Everybody's just happy, going their own way, doing their own things, and there's no noise. Usually, the people that make the loudest noise are the ones that have issues. The people that things are going on for very well, you hardly see them make any noise. They're just in their own corner, enjoying their life, enjoying their marriages, enjoying their love life, and everybody's just going there having fun. But the ones you see on social media, the ones that is always pushed in our face, the narratives out there on social media and everything is the ones that, there's always, this one don't break this one head, oh, this one has left this one's marriage. Oh. If you think about it, right, the ones that are really doing good, you don't hear anything. And yes.
But someone like Vicky Chami and her husband Femi, they're everywhere.
Those ones are one out of how many?
Okay.
Do you understand? If you count one Vicky James and Femi, you will count 20 people out there.
I need example. 20 who?
I'm not going to give examples. Nobody's going to come here and quote me. I'm not going to.
Okay.
You see 20 other people out there that are saying this one has left this one has broken up with this one, this one has, this one did this one did that one, this one did that one. Okay. So I feel like, just like we were saying the other day, in terms of bad news sells faster, drama sells more than, the ones that have issues are the ones that are being put out there. And unfortunately, what we have is a situation where this thing projects onto other people. You now see people talking about, I'm scared of marriage. I'm scared of falling in love, because 1 out of 15 people who happen to make the loudest noise are the ones that are being projected out there. They are the ones that you are looking at. Meanwhile, the ones that are really working, the ones that have been there for 50 years, the ones that are there for 35 years, the ones that are there for 20 years, nobody hears anything about them. So I feel like what we need to do individually and collectively, even as a nation, is we need to begin to push out good stories.
Right narratives.
We need to begin to push out, the right narratives, because at the end of the day, what you see in front of you is what you eventually become. Just like we talked about social media and the things that the other day, and the things that we push out in terms of, you glorify prostitution in quotes, you glorify getting money through any means necessary, you glorify, all these things. And the truth is, what you see eventually is what you become. If you see failed marriages as what is in vogue, as what is being projected in front of you, as what everybody's going through, then when you're going into marriage, you have like that backdrop of it might work, it might not work. Or when you're going into love, you have that backdrop, because eventually what you see is what you become. No matter what anybody tells you, it is what you see that what you become. So I feel like we need to do a better job of, projecting what is good, what is nice, good narratives in front of us.
Okay.
And that way, we all can begin to see that actually there are good examples of people who go into marriages, who have good loving marriages, who have good love life, who are, who are thriving, and who have peace. Because at the end of the day, there's nothing like peace in any relationship, be it marriage, be it there's nothing like peace where, everybody comes and everybody's good at their own space. Nobody is, jealous. Nobody is having some kind of feelings about the other person. Everything is just good. Everybody's working together for a shared goal, things like that.
Okay. So, Sergio, as a counselor and as a family lawyer, what would you say about healthy love? Are these things still things people experience?
You see, because we tend to rate our reality with the 2% of persons who are out there in the social media space, it is very convenient for us to think that that is now what is obtainable with the larger population. I will conveniently say to you that, yeah, people are still enjoying very healthy relationship.
Okay.
And then maybe we need to give some definition on what healthy love means.
Okay.
You know, building from the mutual respect to each other, the open communication, the trust, all of those things are still very much alive in relationships. In majority of relationships, I dare say, but unfortunately, what we see out there is the percentage that life in social media. So we tend to judge with that percentage, forgetting that they represent a very insignificant percentage of what love and loving really is about. So to your question, yes, people are still enjoying very wonderful love life, healthy love relationship,
Okay.
and the dramatic relationship is in the minority, if you ask me.
Okay.
So to answer your question straight, yes, healthy relationship is still out there, and I
Okay.
dare say in the majority.
Okay. But would you say that what we see on social media is actually affecting a lot of marriages that are ending or breaking up? That are ending up right now. Is it possible that what they see on social media is affecting their relationship?
What we see in the social space, maybe social media, print media, interaction, interface, generally what we see out there is affecting relationships. It's affecting marriages. It's affecting them to the extent that uh, people now want to borrow those unrealistic projections or expositions, and they want to try to see how they can marry that into their marriages, which would, of course, quickly lead to crisis, which most of them are not able to manage. So yes, I agree with you that it is very possible and very likely also that what we see out there in the social media space is negatively impacting on marriages.
Okay. So Sajo, I was expecting you to share a story. Can you share a story of something, that you've had to deal with regarding this?
What story on what?
Something similar, families
Story
that
on what?
just share a story, please. Now, I know you have stories to share.
Today is not story days. I'm I'm
No,
I'm still trying to wrap my head. I'm still trying to wrap my head around the madness going on in Nigeria, from the National Assembly to the River State's Supreme Court judgment and all of those madness. So
those are
I
unhealthy
may not be
relationships.
my best
Actually, those are actually
of
unhealthy
stories.
relationships. That's actually,
But
that.
but again,
Mhm.
we can also look at the subtle drama
Okay.
that characterized the uh, Senator Natasha's entrance into the National Assembly. We can also ask ourselves if that is healthy love or if it's one of those drama representation of love. The
Also,
What
public
What do you
kissing
think?
and
What do you think,
the
Sajo?
okay. So, but seriously, unhealthy relationship and drama or love doesn't necessarily have to do with marriages. It could be in normal relationship, workspaces, and all. So, Sajo, yes. So you could share what you think about that.
I should share what
Your thoughts
this
on
this this
Natasha.
person that this person that are suing for every provocation. You want them to sue this program,
We're ready for
but
them. It's
but
okay.
but the truth is that
Okay.
we've had scenarios, where people tend to want to live their life in a space. They want to borrow those things that they see out there, the fly high life, into their marriages, and then when you interface with them and interact with them and tell them that, look, those things are not reality. Let me give you an instance. I mean, someone in a divorce matter in this Lagos state, someone is asking that the minimum she can take for upkeep for a child and herself for maintenance is 5 million naira. And you're saying to the person that, look, realistically, no judge will grant you that. a month. I mean, every month, 5 million naira. And the person is like, oh, I do this, I do that, and my standard of living, my this, my that cannot drop. And then you are
Sergio, we lost you, I think. Okay, I think he's frozen. Sergio is frozen. He was trying to share his story. Okay, someone shared his story. Somebody shared something. Deborah, good evening. A healthy-minded person doesn't allow external
Toxicity.
toxicity to affect their choices. Okay, so what she means is, if you're healthy, if your mindset is in a good place, you won't allow what you see, all the toxic and everything on social media affect you. Is that true?
Who does social media now affect?
It affects everybody.
Let's be honest.
You just
the strong.
it makes you even the strongest of them all. So I feel that no matter how strong you are, you see it and subconsciously you're thinking of certain things. You might not be led to behave in that manner, but it would somehow affect a few things that that you do. Sergio, sorry, you're back. You were saying something. Is Sergio back? Okay, Sergio is frozen again. So I actually understand what Deborah is trying to say, that the amount of toxic things out there could shouldn't. Okay, so I think it's just for you to pick. So the things we call toxic are not just nude pictures on social media. They are not just things that fight and all that. There are a lot of things, even things about businesses, things about mindsets, motivational speakers and all that. There are a lot of rubbish. So let me not use that word rubbish, but there are a lot of
rubbish because
so at one time you see when they say motivational speaker is Onu, because it's Onu, so because they just used to come out and say anything,
because that's why it's social media. Like, social media is so ghetto, if I might say, because everybody that has a mobile phone that has the tiniest amount of brain just has something to say. Even when it's right, when it's not right, when they've done absolutely no research.
You don't want to go to some comment section. When I see some things and I go to the comment section,
there's a lot of
I'm like, what
people.
is all this? I am so for a very long time I told myself I would never engage on social media. So the only time you see me commenting is if I know the person, and I know that if I comment on something you have said, we have mutual respect for each other. Go curse me because I feel this. Sergio, are you back or you're still frozen?
I'm with you.
Okay. So Sergio, you were sharing a story about a lady who said she needed 5 million. She wanted 5 million during a divorce case.
Yeah, and she's asking the court to grant her 5 million for monthly upkeep.
For one child or for two or three children?
For one child and herself, for monthly upkeep. And I said to her that you're making this presentation to a judge whose salary is less than 35% of what you want to have for a month, and you expect the judge to grant it. And then she went on all to justify the money, her gym registration, her regular fine dining, and all sorts of social media things. So the point is that people tend to see that as a new reality, and then they want to introduce it into their marriages. And when it becomes impossible to sustain it, the marriage crashes.
Sergio, but honestly, is it just about, are you saying it's not because they see it on social media? I don't want to think it's because...
Am I saying what?
I don't want to think it's because they see it on social media, that's why they're doing it. Because those are the people that go on social media to post those things.
So that's the thing. It's not just social media, like I was saying. Also, tradition.
if you understand the impact of social media in our everyday living, you genuinely be worried and disturbed.
I agree with you, Sajo.
But you know why I'm saying that? Because it's what they practice before they get to social media. They come. Okay, so like the story of the girl who said she asked for a Lamborghini. Now I'm seeing videos of couples having issues on social media because the wife is frowning. If so, really, somebody's saying, "Oh, so if you get this, I can't. I don't even want a Lamborghini. I just want a regular good car." You know. So people are saying, "Oh, they are not using whatever it is, their instruments. They are not using their weapons properly." You know, and I'm beginning to think that, or I'm beginning to wonder, is it that these people actually think that this is real? Are these things real? You know, that you could actually have sex and get a Lamborghini. You could actually have sex and they buy you a house. You could actually have sex and, you know, they give you 200 million, 500 million.
Frankly, if they are not real, Madam Franca, how do you justify the amount of Lambos and the beautiful houses we see these young ladies pirate at being owned by them? I mean, we know how difficult it is to make some thousands of dollars, or let's say some few millions of naira in this country and in this economy. And then we're in the same space. We know how hard we work, and we know what they do and what they do not do. And then tomorrow you see someone on social media saying, "Oh, he just bought his house in Ikoyi. She just bought his house in Ikoyi." If those things are not realistic, do you think if they had not been given some millions in time past by these men, someone can walk up to a man and say, "Oh, for sexual interaction, you give me a Lambo"? I mean,
so going back to what you said, so that means
it's what they've been doing.
Exactly. So Sergio, so, you know, I'm trying to get somewhere. You're saying people are believing what they say on social media and they're allowing it to affect their homes and marriages. So if it's real, that's why they want to try it. Do you get my point? Because if people are actually doing it, why can't I have it?
It is real because social media made it real.
No, not social media made it real. The men made it real. Because the men are the one giving the money. The men are not social media.
Let us be specific. How many Burna Boys do we have in Nigeria?
How many what?
Not the name. Not the name. The persons who can commonly afford to give a Lambo. We are talking about less than 0.0%. Yeah?
Okay.
And then even if you say it is one out of the 1% of Nigerian men that can give that, then you ask yourself, how can that be a reality?
Okay, no, Sergio,
if we are dealing with the reality of 1%.
No, Sergio, nobody is saying no. Sergio, nobody is saying it's the reality, but everybody is trying. Not everybody where they do levels now they make money, but you keep on trying. Not everybody will be contractor, they be billionaire, but you keep trying. So everybody's trying. Sergio, do you understand?
Trying because of the narrative that is sold out there.
Exactly.
That this can happen.
Yes, because you said it's real. Men are actually doing it.
Okay. Let me tell you what was real before social media that people did not rush into it.
Okay.
There was fraud before social media.
Mm-hmm.
There were the early days of 419 work where doing cresting and all of that. Even when we were still undergraduates in the university, people come with buses, load our guests and take them to Benin and do whatever they want to do.
Okay.
Right? Those things were reality to a small group of persons. But because the social media was not there to propagate it and expand the reach of persons who wants to now begin to live that life, it was reality, but it was left in that small, it was confined to that small group of persons. So what social media is doing now is saying that every human being out there can actually get a Lambo if you have access to one of the burners, whether it's the burner boy or burner girl or burner man, anything that burns can give you a Lambo.
Yes, and motivational speakers are telling you don't settle for less. Do you understand? They're telling you do not settle for less. So if that's what you know how to do well, then then do it. So my point is,
I
everybody.
don't know of any motivational speaker that is saying that you do hook up to get money.
Sir
And
Joe,
for
it's
that
not
reason,
about
settle
hook
for
up. No,
less.
Sir Joe, you see, whatever you learn during this motivational program, you now apply it to whatever it is you do.
You can relate it to your private
Thank you.
undertakings.
Exactly. So if now Olosho you they do, if not thief you they do, if not 419 they do, just apply it. It's supposed to be a universal principle that works. It's supposed to be a universal principle that works. But again, I am worried because Sajo, right things don't sell. The proper things don't sell anymore. Because imagine, even on social media, okay, so on the shows, you hear people saying that they need to do certain things to blow. They said no publicity is bad publicity. No publicity is bad publicity anymore. Because everybody just wants to get out there.
But do you know why? Do you know why these right things will not sell?
Okay.
Because a franker says, I will never comment on social media. And there are many frankers out there that will not comment on what those posts are there. I rarely comment. And when all of us who are sane have left that space for the mad people, of course, it is their narrative that will keep selling.
True. I agree.
So
yes.
It's also on us, because we have abandoned the space. The social media is a very veritable space to impact on people's life. And it has its negative and its positives. So if we who can impact positively there are not going to partake in that space, then they might as well have a field day.
Yeah, because I honestly don't understand why people would intentionally want to release their nude pictures. People would intentionally go for talk shows where they say things. I have seen talk shows where somebody says she has slept with 20-something men. Those are not things that one should be proud of. Those are not things that you want to come out and say. But you hear people say it and then they blow or they get famous and things begin to happen. I honestly don't understand it. And that's why we say drama is actually glorified.
It brings us back to the China
TikTok.
TikTok
social media space.
Social media space sanitization, which is as a country, as a nation, what are the things you glorify? What are the things you propagate? Because the truth is, if you go to social media today as a government, as a people, and you sanitize it in such a way that when you come out and say some things, before you even finish talk, like police don't wait for you for door. Like, do you get what I'm saying? When we begin to glorify the things we glorify, what do we glorify? Money above values. We glorify flamboyancy more than content. We glorify stupid things. We glorify things that don't build people. And if you look at it, these are the things that make money. You see some guy who did fraud becomes a senator. You see a senator today, or you see a businessman today who doesn't even have a track record. He just comes today, has like 50 escorts, throws money in the sky, and is the savior. Nobody asks questions about how you got money. The most important thing for everybody is you have money.
It's just
I feel like if we begin to go deep into the fabric of the country and we begin to work on it, then slowly the things we show
Okay, so Shea, I don't think it's just it's just us. Sajo, please correct me if I'm wrong. It's not just us. See, people go to school, make first class. There are no shows on intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. We're saying
Big
the same
Brother
thing.
is glorified.
Yes.
Is glorified. So many stupid things
Yes.
are out there.
Yes.
And then there's nothing for people who actually put in effort to
exactly
actually be responsible.
What I'm saying. Exactly
There's
what
nothing.
I'm saying.
You know?
Exactly what
In
I'm
fact,
saying.
for example, last week, Uwa did a show. Uwa had an interview, an exclusive with Pastor Igodalo. And she had clips, 5 clips of very important things that they discussed. Very important, that would help the economy, help you as a person grow and all that. Do you know the one that was trending? The one about her and Kate Henshaw. About him and Kate Henshaw. Because it had to do with relationship. Do you know, the things that interest these people is just crazy. You know, so when you go on people's pages, so the only things that people want to comment on, they don't want to comment about things that have to do with the economy. They don't want to comment about things that has to do with the fuel price, the standard of living, exchange rate, and when they see those kind of things, they'll say, "I beg, I go soon japa."
It's Two-Face and Annie that they want to talk about.
Yes, Two-Face and Annie.
That's what they want to talk about. They want to talk about, very, very things that are inconsequential. It is. I feel like, I don't know how this sounds, but I feel like the nations right now that are stepping up to America, right, have serious control over content that is being distributed to their population. China has serious control. For them to get to where they are, what they were propagating, what they were showing people are things that are very innovative. If you go to Japan is one of the most advanced countries in the world. You are not going to be looking at TikTok and be seeing people twerking. You are going to be looking at TikTok and you are going to be seeing people that are building stuff. You're going to be seeing people that are doing things. You're going to be seeing that, okay, they did this, somebody did something in robotics, somebody did robotics. So your child, who is 7 years, what he sees are those things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
they are those things. And he's saying like, this guy did this. I will do better than this guy. So now, take for example, now, all in Nigeria space, what we are showing is your marriage crashed today, your marriage crashed tomorrow, your marriage crashed tomorrow, and some girl wanted to sleep with some girl, some guy, and she bought herself a Lamborghini. The people that are behind, they are not going to be asking for Lamborghini tomorrow. They are going to be asking for private jets. They're going to be asking, do you get what I'm saying? So, even Russia, social media is controlled. And if you look at Russia, China, and those are kind of the people that stand up to America in terms of...
So I think what's happening is that we, as Nigerians, we like this thing. So that's what is, that's what is selling for us.
Because it's what is allowed.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I agree with you. Okay, somebody wrote, Jones said something at Deborah. I agree that... Sajo, what did you say? Sajo, sorry, you said something.
No, continue. Let's hear what.
Okay, so Jones said, Deborah, I agree that...
I said what?
No, not you. I was trying to read something that somebody commented on. So, somebody said, I think M. Jones said, Deborah, I agree that toxicity is everywhere. But if you are of a certain mindset, you can see certain...
It's not what she said before.
No. So you can see certain things, avoid if you can. Like negative people, because they come with drama. I only watch certain things on YouTube or social media. So what I think, no social media. I think what this person is saying, that yes, she agrees that a lot of things are toxic, but that with a certain mindset, you know what to avoid and what to keep. I think that's what this person is trying to say. But Sajo, you were trying to say that the government does what?
No, I was asking which government would control this negative social media acts. Is it the governments that at the highest level of legislative at the highest level of legislation, we're having someone accusing another of sexual harassment? Is that what you expect? I was watching a TikTok video when I came out of court yesterday of one, I think Samuel Onoha, who said that as a man, if you have not driven a Lambo, was it a Lambo or a Ferrari, then you cannot call yourself a man. And just after that, I heard he has been arrested. He has been arrested in Dubai for some criminal activity, like it or not. This is our new reality, and we must deal with it. We do not have responsible, upright, focused leadership that are capable of bringing out rules that will govern our social media space in the way the countries that my brother mentioned are doing it, because this is who they are. These persons that you expect to control the system are even worse than the people commenting on the social media space. If you interact and face with them one-on-one, you'll be so disappointed that these are the persons that are in charge of the affairs of this country. And then are these the persons you want to teach social media users morality? No.
That's exactly what I've been saying.
That's what
in law we say, never that quote not have bet. You cannot give one half.
What you don't have.
What you don't have. You know, that's what Sheyi has been preaching.
Exactly what I've been preaching all week.
That's what Sheyi has been preaching. But you see, there has to be a way around it, because it's actually eating deep into a lot of things that's happening right now.
Fabrics.
So, because I say this, Joe, when you say that we think that, you know, initially when you started, you say because of what we're seeing on social media, we think that, you know, it's a norm. Sajo, the marriages that we think are working right now are the old ones, you know, maybe, you know, the ones, but you see this new set of people that get into marriage with the wrong mindset. Trust me, social media is affecting them, and the numbers are high. As much as you want to say that, oh, there are some people who are enjoying the old traditional healthy relationship or love, but the rate at which this new parasite is, should I call it parasite? What should I even call it? You know, the way, sorry? Sajay, were you saying something?
Virus.
You know, isn't a virus? You know, the way is actually eating into the system is terrible. Nobody even wants to listen. Nobody even wants to sacrifice. Nobody even wants to say, you know what, okay, let me just step down a bit and allow this go fly. Everybody is just, you know, it's just like dog chop dog. You know, everybody just wants to climb on the ladder, and everybody is just trying to do one thing or the other. So, Sajo, how do we correct this? Let's stop. We have nagged about it. How do we correct it?
We have to start by complete social re-engineering of our minds. We have to begin to prioritize. We have to punish persons for wrongdoing. For instance, for the lady that went out there to buy a Lambo, I expect the tax operators to invite her and let's see how much of tax she has paid for the year. For her to have such sum to acquire such expensive vehicle. If she lives in Lagos State, I expect that the tax persons will call her to the office and let's see if her tax is up to date, because you do not acquire such vehicles from your borrowed or invest sum. It's usually from the profit you have made over time. So let's see if she has paid tax over that. Okay. That's one. Then the persons that we see in this social media space that tend to influence our younger generation, let's also interrogate and investigate their means. Once one or two or three or four persons are thrown behind bars, a lot of things will be corrected. I'll give you an instance. When Bobrisky and Chief Priest were arraigned in court over naira spraying. A lot of persons withdrew from spraying the notes. That was also a serious social menace to our currency.
Okay.
But again, after a while, as it is with all Nigerian things, after the showmanship, the agency, the EFCC, stopped their pursuits. So gradually, people are coming back again with that. So if we're able to sustain that tempo of deterrence, if you do this, these are the consequences, then I'm sure this social media madness will gradually reduce.
Yes, because
But we should
the
start
right
from
things.
ending for the government. You have bought a Naira house in Banana Island. Let us investigate, interrogate your tax. You have bought a Lambo. Let us see how much you have earned, how you earn it, and how much that earnings you have paid in tax. You will see that everybody will withdraw and go into their shell.
And everybody will sit up.
Yeah, so because it's I think initially it was for fun, but now it's actually causing a serious problem, with the young generation, and a lot of things. I'll share an experience. I had an issue with two of my staff, and one was telling the other one. So they're both 20. I think one is 25 and one is 23. And one came from the village and one lives in Lagos. And the one that came from the village was telling the one in Lagos that she follows men too much. And the other one was telling her that that's the normal thing that happens here. This is what you need to do to survive. And guess what? When they close from work, instead of rushing home, she's wearing very exposing clothes, and then she's walking on the road, for somebody to stop, because she knows somebody would stop. And then so she now does all those their sexy work and everything, and then they stop and she collects their numbers, and that's how it starts. And guess what? These are men, married men, in a very good estate. So the other lady who came from the village was like,
These are what?
Like married men, driving very flashy cars and all. And this girl is not even educated. That's to tell you, she just has bobs and boobs, she's not, So it just tells you, and then she knows in her head that's what she needs to survive. And guess what? She did it and it worked, because the men were stopping to get her number. Now, the girl who came from the village is saying, I didn't think this is what you do, because she said never tear eye now. She just come. So she's saying, why are you doing this? How I got to hear was they were arguing and they had issues. So they stopped, they were not talking to each other. And I asked, what's the problem? This one now said, I was telling her that she follows men too much. Because of that, she now got angry with me. She stopped talking to me and I'm bored. And I've been begging her that she should, sorry for what I said. Things like that. And I asked them, I said, I don't understand. 23 and 25. This one who is 25, she said she goes out every night. Like she goes out every night to sleep with men. That's what the other one was accusing her of. So in my head, I'm saying this is not, I don't know if this is social media, but this is real life. And the other one was saying that, so that girl is complaining because where she's coming from is not acceptable. But guess what? Maybe she stay Lagos 2 years now.
She go blend.
So Sergio, what I'm saying is that's how they begin to, onboard other young people, and they're telling them is the norm. That's the only way you can survive. And that's because that's what they also saw people. That's what they saw. So if it's not corrected, you understand, immediately or very soon, it's going to be a major problem.
It already is.
Sergio, there are a lot of things that people do. I see married couples doing swing. They change partners. Sorry?
It is a pandemic, Sergio. It is. Because if you think about it, let's be honest, right?
It's already a pandemic.
If you think about
I said they open. You don't understand what I'm saying. Couples, they talk them openly. They are not hiding it anymore. Say they swing partners.
We don't even reward hard work right now. Because if let's be honest, let's be very honest.
We are civilizing.
Let's be very
Sajo,
honest.
please, I beg, I tell you, I don't feel like, but my body they pain me. You say we are doing what?
Those girls will work in your store 8 to 5. You know.
Okay.
The end 8 to 5 is how many hours? As we have about probably like 10 hours of work in a day. And they earn whatever it is, you know, minimum wage. And she walks from the store
to the house.
The house, 15 minutes with revealing clothes.
And
Somebody
she makes 30K.
picks her up and she makes the equal amount of money, if not more, than what she would make for 7 days of work. Tell me why anybody would go for honest job.
Yeah, but so does it mean, so is that why we should
It's not about values, it's about reward system. What are you rewarding? It's no longer about values. Everybody's trying to survive, everybody's trying to make a living, everybody's trying to get ahead. If you know that this, if I do like this, nobody will punish me, I will get here faster, why would I now go?
So what are you saying?
I'm saying we have to, I don't know how it has to be done, but everything in terms of...
We are saying things that anytime Sajo is on the show, we don't have time to have a conversation. Sajo, what do you want to say? We have 2 minutes. Sajo, are you still there? He's not here, he has gone. So Sheyi, what do you want to say?
I just think what we are doing...
I'm here.
Sajo, what do you want to say? We have 2 minutes. 1 minute.
What I want to say is that for the younger generation, the situation that is so beautiful and enticing today is temporary. You cannot sustain it. There's no human being that has lived a life of crime that has sustained it for more than 10, 15 years.
Okay, so this is the end of the week, and this is about it for the week. We'll see you next week with more exciting conversations. See you on Monday.